Tropical storm watches are now in effect for parts of Central Florida.
Yeah, Brooks, it hit me watching that video. We may not see lightning like that, but we are going to see a dark Saturday, it looks like.
We will. We'll see a lot of rain. You know, Starkville, home of Mississippi State. A lot of weather folks went to Mississippi State, me included. Potential tropical system, here it is, set to become a tropical storm over the next couple of days. This may happen as soon as tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. But yes, as you mentioned, tropical storm watches in effect in the pink. Tropical storm warnings due for 11 in effect for Southwest Florida and the Keys, meaning that tropical storm conditions are imminent in those locations. If you got any interest there, take action now. Looks like this will make landfall Saturday afternoon before exiting Saturday night near Fort Pierce. The system staying south of us, new for 11. The cone shifting a little bit farther south than previously was forecast in the initial advisory this afternoon. So Orlando is now on the edge of it. And in this orientation, by far, we're going to catch lesser effects than they will in South Florida. In fact, all of the rain is offset from the center about 40 miles south and east. So, I mean, you're really looking at Lake Okeechobee Point south for the mega rainfall totals, which could exceed a foot. Meanwhile, we may see a couple of inches. The spaghetti models agree. There's a consensus here. Fort Myers to Fort Pierce. That's about the corridor. The European model doing a great job of illustrating the transport of moisture, which will max out Saturday afternoon about 3 o'clock, mostly in Brevard County. But this is great for Brevard County because you guys are in a little bit of a drought. Remember that wildfire the other day? I mean, any rain's going to be good rain. It looks like this will come down in a beneficial mode as opposed to a detrimental mode like South Florida, where they get too much too fast and it results in flooding. Brevard County is going to soak this up. There may be a little bit of nuisance flooding from time to time. You might get 4 or 5 inches of rain in Brevard County. The first rain rolling into Central Florida during the afternoon tomorrow, and then bands of rain tomorrow night into Saturday morning before finally Saturday afternoon it peaks out and exits. And once the center of the tropical system reaches our longitude, we are out of any kind of a danger zone from heavy rain and any possible severe weather. But even the severe weather looks to be relegated to South Florida. South Florida getting hit heaviest by the rain. Saturday in South Florida is going to be a real mess. I would not recommend driving down there. Up to 2 inches of rain in Orlando, Brevard County up to 5 inches of rain. Winds 20 to 30 in gusts in Central Florida, but at the coast maybe up to 45 miles per hour off of Merritt Island, Cape Canaveral points south toward Satellite Beach. The first rain now working up toward Key West, the first direct rain from that system. We're going to see it here tomorrow afternoon. You may see a little lightning out there. Those are from distant storms 80 or 90 miles away up toward Crystal River. Tomorrow there's a possibility of a pretty significant flash flooding setup for us across South Florida and the Everglades into Miami-Dade, and a lower chance as you go farther north. But Orlando is included into that slight risk. But I wouldn't expect that as a real potential, at least not until late tomorrow night, and even that's a real wild card. Here's future track for tomorrow. We're going to see a couple of showers developing through 3. Then that shield of rain rolls up from the south. I call it a shield because it's kind of just like, you know, medieval times, you're raising your shield. In this case, it's nothing terribly heavy. It's just kind of a moderate tropical rain, and that'll continue through Saturday morning before we start to get embedded heavier rains. But by far, most of this focused at the coast. So there is going to be a defined gradient where there's a lot of nothing. I mean, some of us may not see a drop up to Ocala, while Orlando gets maybe a couple tenths, and then Brevard County gets 5 or 6 inches of rain. Overnight tonight, it's going to cool down to 72 degrees. For the day tomorrow, we're going to warm things up to 91, and the rain chances begin. By the way, with the passage of that tropical system in our area, Saturday is a Fox 35 storm alert day. Behind that system, it warms up fast, mid-90s making a return, and you know that's going to be a steam heat. One thing tropical systems do, John and Luann, is they bring the tropics up here. It's going to feel like we're in Central America. When you step outside, you're going to sweat before you get to the car.